Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're gonna do a 7 association run today, just running, the 5-7 IDs. Yeah, simple enough, I think, right? They're fun. They're one of those factions kind of got, like, weird synergy with each other, because they're obviously Rupture, but only, like, such a degree, where it's still a little weird, right? There's some weird starting EO gifts. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. We're going for Talisman Bundle, of course. Fusion, because we can get the Fusion gift on this team, because everyone does have at least a little bit of Rupture. Some more so than others, of course, but... Alright. Perversion? It's fine. It's not, like, the strongest thing. We're just gonna use Slosh Mail for this. Sure, why not? It's more resources, but only for stuff we already have, of course. The usual, predicament. But yeah, full team, of course. Whoop. Okay. That's the team. We do have all Sin Affinities on this team, which is good. I actually didn't know for sure if we did. We just barely have lost thanks to having Otis' skill 3. So that works. We look at the Gluttony Resonance decently frequently. Honestly, not a bad passive, like, for Yisong, but that is a 4 res, which is not great. But yeah, so in case you're unaware of the bit, I might have pulled this bit before. I don't know if I have, honestly. I've definitely, like, messed with it in the past. But when you're playing in English, if you switch to a different language, and then instead of restarting the game, just play like normally, then the font looks like this, and it's super weird looking. Figured might as well do it for a 7 association run, because, they're all about information and stuff. It's fitting enough. Yeah, we can't get the Rupture Fusion gift on this team, since everyone here has at least a little bit of Rupture. Obviously, like, Faust and Heathcliff, super Rupture heavy. Yisong and Otis, kind of a Rupture-y, not like the best, but they do have Rupture on them, of course. And then, Ryoshu has a Rupture skill 1, with her blunt skill called Slash, right? So yeah, she counts. Not like by a huge margin, though. It would definitely be nice to get the Fusion gift, though, because our Rupture is going to be a little bit iffy, simply because, well, only 2 people on this team are really that great at maintaining count. Otis' skill 2 is really nice, because Otis' skill 2 is count positive. But, I don't think Yisong is anything count positive. Obviously, Ryoshu doesn't have anything count positive. I don't remember 70. I love 70 Song's skill 3 animation so much, but, like, otherwise he's kind of forgettable. Yeah, Clashman, 1 Rupture count with your skill 2, yeah. That's the only count you have, though. So yeah, you're definitely unable to maintain count. Yeah. We do have a lot of random fragility stuff on our people, right? Like, obviously, the 2-3 stars have weakness analyzed, which can be funny. And, of course, Ryoshu's really good for slash fragility, and Yisong's pretty good for pierce fragility. So we could definitely try making use of that to some degree. As always. We love analyzing weaknesses on this team, right? Okay. Good luck, mate. Thank you, Heathcliff. I've not changed my announcer shenanigans in a couple months at this point, I'm sure. Probably not since Wall Purchase, right? I think a week or so after Wall Purchase I changed stuff, so it's how it is now. And that's usually how it goes, right? We don't get announcers very frequently. It's basically only new seasons and Wall Purchases. So, it's not the kind of thing that changes too much. I really wish I could just have it, like, shuffle everyone, right? Like, make it so, like, you press a button and, like, every, like, run you've got, like, a different announcer, that sort of thing. I don't know, that would be fun, because I don't particularly dislike any of them. I mean, I say that, but, like, I don't care for Pierre Jack at all. I really don't. I'd be fine without that, but the rest of them would be fine, like, shuffling between them. They're all nice for various purposes, right? Maybe I just gotta manually change it each run, then. I always forget to do that, though. Often when new announcers releases, it takes me like a week or something to remember to actually equip them. It's definitely like that for a couple of them. That's how it goes, right? Because they're cool and all, but I've gotten to the point where I do just filter them out usually. I also don't have the molar announcer, very unfortunately, but I'm not that bothered by that one either. I'm really not too bothered about not having some of the various announcers and stuff. I will be if we get like a Roland announcer or something, but otherwise, like, I think I'm not too bothered about missing out here and there, right? Carmilla? Sure. It's nice. We can upgrade it to ++. And otherwise get Lamp to ++ too, because it's nice ++. We've got some lucky discounts, so that's cool. And G-Corp Head Manager time. Let's see, hopefully next floor we can get Standard Duty Battery. Thunder Branch would also be nice, though. Quite a few things would just be nice. Thunder Branch means we could actually potentially maintain Rupture a little bit better. Because we've got a couple of people have potency but no count, right? So if we could get, like, around that somehow, that might be nice. And then should be able to finish a lot of them off here. You're probably not going to die since you're just getting hit by the slash. A lot of these guys are just dead, though, especially when you've got, like, some skill 3s and stuff going on, right? Some strong attacks. Yeah, like the profiling takes that guy down. Cool. Alright, and we can finish them off pretty easily here. Good stuff. Those 7 IDs are fun. It is kind of strange how, like, I don't know, some of their damage type stuff really is weird. Because, like, they don't really have, like, a super good, like, blunt weakness person. Despite the fact that Otis has a blunt skill 1 and skill 3. And Ryoshi has a blunt skill 1. Is Mulanai blunt? Is that what it is? I think Yisang might have some random blunt attack, right? I don't know, but there's no, like, there's a good amount of slash, a good amount of pierce for agility with, you know, this respective people for each of those. But then there's just, oh nice. There's just kind of nothing for blunt beyond just the normal weakness analyzed, despite there being a fair bit of blunt attacks, right? Just odd. Oh, Trash Crab Rain Wine is actually pretty strong. I don't think I've ever had it in a blunt team, or in a rupture team. Or I could go for Hell's Chicken, though, yeah. I think I gotta. They've changed it so now we have actually got a decent chance of seeing the event. And we get 3 events on this floor, so yeah, it's looking a little good. We can get Faust to skill 3, I'll definitely go for that. I'm getting some free refreshes, how quaint. And now we can get some Rupture refreshes. I'm gonna buy Bone Steak and stuff like that just to get it out of the pool, right? And we'll do one more Rupture refresh. Sell something if we see anything good. We don't, though. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. Maybe we'll get, like... It's possible we get Thunder Branch or Standard Duty Battery from one of these events as well, right? Since only 2 of them can physically be Hell's Chicken events, because there is only 2 Hell's Chicken events. So it's doable. Guess we'll see. Exploit the gap. Nice. Alright. And then it's just one left. Sure, that's fine. But yeah, we got the trailer for the T-Corp IDs this morning. That was pretty cool. They seem pretty cool. I am in fact glad that Dawn does have the armor and she actually gets to wear a helmet. In assumably... I don't know, it only showed her skill 3 once, so either it's when she uses her skill 3. I would have assumed it would be a conditional though, right? Maybe it is, and we just don't know. Like, certain amount of self... Okay. That's what we were looking for, nice. Dry to the Bone Breast, a little bit strong. It's been nerfed since the actual dungeon, or since, like, the actual Hell's Chicken dungeon, but for the best. And then... this is the good one, I think. No, not dice. Okay, I think middle one is haste, top option is bleed, obviously, and bottom option, I think, is the damage at one. That's only a 50%. But yeah, it seems cool. I would have assumed her skill 3 would be, like, have 2 different, like, variants, like the non-helmeted and the helmeted, like, based on how much, whatever her either it's self-tremor or borrowed time, whatever it's based off of. But it only showed it once. Either they're not showing both, like, times it's being used, both, like, conditions it can be used, which would be weird, because normally they do that, or, it's just always with the helmet on. Which seems weird. There's definitely going to be some sort of conditional skill 3. It's either going to be self-tremor or it's going to be borrowed time. I hope it's borrowed time because that would be cool. There's some other funny stuff I'm sure they could do, because like there's the other status effect the T-Corp guys had, the one that like saves up, like the one that kind of like stockpiles damage just to do more of it once they like it bursts. Kind of like Dongrang Overheal, except not quite the same since it doesn't heal. It's just the first thing that comes to mind, right? And we should be able to finish these guys off. Nice. Yeah, our rupture is going to be pretty good now. That's for sure. We don't really need much else. We really want standard duty battery now, because we're basically going to be set on count for no matter what. So we just want more potency, I think. And standard duty battery is the best way to do that. So hopefully we get lucky. I won't say, like, no to, getting Thunder Branch, though, because it's more count. Not that we need more count, but it is funny. Okay, we don't get it here, that's fine. Maybe we can fuse for it. I might be willing to try it, right? Because, like, we've got some things we just straight up don't need. Obviously, like, I'm not really egoing enough to need the resources too much. Hot and Juicy Drumstick is a tier 3 that does nothing for us. We could definitely, like, mix that with, like, a bone steak or something and maybe get a tier... That's probably a tier 2. I don't know the specific recipes stuff, right? We'll see. We shall... Let's see. Anyways, it is Bongy time, and we will brutally kill him. Just being honest. Do a little bit of that, and he probably just straight up dies to all the rupturing we're about to do. I guess we're not building up the rupture potency fast enough, eh? That's fine. That'll change in time, probably. Although Forensics has rupture on every hit, so yeah, this Forensics is going to be stupidly strong. See, you've been staggered immediately, at least. Exploit the gap. Weakness Analyze is funny. Yeah, you'll die next turn, cool. So we just gotta focus on killing the actual Bongies themselves, which should be fine. Yeah, that kills, cool. And do something like that, and might kill the minions. Unfortunately, they all have the protection right now because we didn't kill the one with the hat immediately, which is fine. I wanted to see how quickly we could just kill Papa Bongy, right? We do win with Swash, so there's your Slash Fragility next turn. Although you do just die to the Swash, so it really doesn't matter. I assume? Yeah. Pretty safe assumption. Profiling also very big, easy to kill. 77 HP on these guys is not a lot. And then last one, 72 HP, so a little bit less on this one. Yisan gets the kill. I think Yisan with Totus. You get the point. Anyways, already off to a pretty good start, in case it isn't very, very obvious. We get Crown of Roses, just because it's Rupture, right? It's a little bit more potency. It's not great, but it's something. No dice there, that's fine. I wanted to gamble. We could get Fragment of Desire. An interesting idea, but no. Really just giving me, like, nothing here, huh? I'll do Dregs of the Manor, go for Broken Revolver. It's a tier 1, so get it out of the pool, right? Is it the only tier 1 left, though? I don't remember. I haven't done the math. Okay, there's a lot of events on this floor, so we might get trolled here, depending on how this goes. We'll try doing some fusion shenanigans, though, right? So that'll be a tier 2 random. That's interesting. Why is it random? I guess we need to do Hmm. I don't know why it's random. I still am unsure of how exactly some of this fusion-y stuff works. Because it's really weird. Okay, we could do that for a 30% chance of one of those, but if we do something like this, that also works. Okay. Well, I'm down to try that. Give me a tier 3. There's Thunder Branch, so that's cool. Not really what I was looking for, but it's, like, nice, right? And we don't need all of these stuff, because they're nice, but they're not the biggest deal, so I'll gamble again. There's Death Seeker, that's cool. Not really what we're looking for. I think that means we might have been doomed. I think Standard Battery's probably on this floor as an event, then. That's my best guess. Okay, that's alright. We'll upgrade Thunder Branch to ++. We don't really need the Fusion Gift, I don't think. Especially if we're going to get Standard Battery somewhere here. One of these 3 events, which kind of checks out. I guess we'll have to see if I'm right about that, though, but... I feel like it would make sense. We got both other Rupture Tier 3s, and there's only 3 Rupture Tier 3s beyond, like... the, event ones. Because there's obviously Trash Crab, Brainwime, there's the Chicken Breast. There's no count for that, though. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, we were doomed. If an Abno spawns on a floor, you physically can't get its ego gifts from any other source. So, like, it just physically wouldn't show up there. That's good to know that, we were cooked. Well, we've got Death Seeker now, which should be pretty funny. Just big powers to our Rupture stuff. It's also, Death Seeker also isn't from Funeral of Dying Butterflies, which is very interesting. Despite it looking like it should be. I don't know. It means it could be from Funeral of Dead Butterflies instead, right? Although, it's weird. Dying Butterflies is just a very interesting aberration because of how similar it looks to the Dead Butterflies, right? The only difference is dying instead of dead, so very similar names. It's weird. Once again, I think I'm looking too deep into it potentially, right? I don't know. There's plenty of ego gifts that really seem like they obviously should be from an Abno, but you don't get it from. Another good example, Imitative Generator, which is the sheep horns that are charged a tier 3, don't come from the Dreaming Electric Sheep. Even though it's very obviously from that Abno, right? Maybe that's the sort of thing that'll get changed eventually or something, who knows? Maybe when those Abnos get fights, right? Although there are some Abnos without fights that have 2 ego gifts, right? Like, what's its name? Lost Mind has 2, I'm pretty sure. Because Lost Mind got a new option. Because it used to only be the, Phantom Pain. But now you can also get the... whatever it's called. Mirror Synesthesia, whatever. I forget its name, but it's the weird one that you need to fuse the Pocket Mirror alongside the Chief Butler Handbook. I guess also Dare Shoot's got a new thing, because Dare Shoot's used to only have the pendant, but now also has the ammo belt. Another example. Who knows? We'll definitely have to see exactly how some of that stuff develops, right? It can go a lot of ways. Do we get another event here? Don't know what else we're particularly looking for. Oh, I guess we'll just take this, right? It's more resources. We already got rid of a couple of resource-granting ego gifts. What's one more to get rid of? Blunt Weak Boss is Josephine, I believe. Who I guess could serve to be a bit of a nuisance, simply just because it's a 3-way fight, right? But it'll be fine. Not really much concern. We're gonna cut through these dead rabbits in the meantime. They may, you know, inflict SP down when we, like, clash them and stuff, but that's no worry. No worry at all. We've got stupid Rupture at this point. Since Rupture count is basically super free to maintain, I mean, you can't maintain either skill 2 or skill 3 at all, but that's fine. We'll live, I'm sure. Everyone else is pretty decent at maintaining it because they've got rupture on something. On at least one coin for most attacks, right? Nice. If we get Thrill, it would be really funny, but I don't particularly feel like we need Thrill. Would be funny, though. Okay, yeah, Josephine time, bit of a longer fight. That's okay. We'll manage. We sure will manage. Yep, indeed. Oh, these guys all got staggered immediately. Cool. What's wrong with support passive do? Is it a tremor count gain one? It might be. It's a 2 sloth support passive, though. Or was that 3? I didn't see. Yeah, it was 3. Oh yeah, the additional tremor burst thing. That's right. It's a funny idea. It's, you know, super chance-based, though, and you need to not be using Hung Lu. So yeah, have fun with that. Swash, I assume this just kills first, because first coin staggers and the next 2 coins just kill, right? The next coin singular kills, we didn't even need that final one. That works as well, I do suppose. Okay, wave 2. Unfortunately, we don't get Carmilla here, but that's fine. Yeah, these guys just have so many skill slots. That's often the issue here, is that they kind of gain skill slots a lot faster than we are, because like we're kind of breezing through this fight a little faster than it expects, I guess. But as you can see, we can still breeze through these guys without too much concern. Yeah, a little bit of damage. A little bit of rupture. I exploit the gap. Doesn't have any rupture on it, I believe, but that's fine because you just do a bunch of damage, right? It's also such an interesting effect, the fact that her skill 3 also does slash damage on top of being blunt. And it's so cool, and I'm so sad the other 7 IDs don't mess with, you know, that sort of thing a little more, right? Just being super rupture-y instead. Should be able to finish you guys off this turn. Mostly, I guess we'll have to see. I kind of went for some weaker attacks, thinking that like I wouldn't need the strongest stuff, but some of those 2 guys are still at full HP, I've noticed now. Which means they might not quite die from a barrage of weaker attacks. Yeah. That's fine. We'll just go for exclusively burst attacks this turn. And it'll check out. Yeah, it's just full bottom row. That's usually what it is, so that makes sense. Because normally the bottom row are the skills that you don't use. You keep on using the top row stuff because it's the new stuff, so it's often better. Okay. We're double profiling here. Alright. Works for me. Josephine's also got that funny passive, so we can't quite stagger her, but... We can stagger her, but she just recovers. If we stagger her this turn, though, we still do more damage to her as long as she's staggered, which is for a while. Ooh, was that Ryoshi getting staggered? I think it was. It's kind of hard to tell because everyone is, like, piled up all together, which makes it, like, impossible to discern anything going on. But, you know, here's a little bit of rupture for Josephine. It's special delivery. And here's another little bit of rupture. Special delivery. Also, it still says +5 rupture count from the chicken breast, or at least it did there. But it might have... I don't know. Can we even confirm that they actually did anything about it, or did they just not? You gonna try killing Ryoshi? Yeah, you are. That's fine. We should be able to land some various attacks on you, yeah. Because we're gonna kill some of your minions, so... Other attacks are gonna get brought to you instead. Yeah, down goes Josephine, cool. We're just kind of lightly tapping them and they're exploding because of how much rupture they have. Cool. Not too bad. It's a longer fight, but it's not the worst thing. Main issue, of course, is the fact that they've got more skill dice than you, skill slots than you, so sometimes Josephine can be a bit of a hassle. On to the final floor, though. Let's gamble. No dice. That's fine. I'm not bothered. We're going to time killing time, of course. Shouldn't be too hard to just rupture time killer, your time ripper to death. Let's see. What are we looking for? Skill change? Another Faust skill 3? That sounds funny. We'll roll with it. She's getting her skills changed first, so it makes sense. We'll get homeward for Ryoshi's sake. Buy this back, I guess, and then move on. Interesting floor, that's for sure. Very interesting layout, I feel. That's fine. We'll go top path. It's not going to be too bad because we're just going to keep on rupturing them to death, right? Especially sad for like the class 2 people, since they physically can't do anything first turn. Also, some of the Urtivia guys get staggered immediately thanks to Carmilla, so that's also very nice for us. Give us time to potentially kill them if nothing else stacks stupid amounts of rupture on them, right? And that's what matters the most. This is an ego I really never make good use of, but we could also try getting some Dimension Shredder mileage, potentially. We do bonus pride damage based on Rupture, Rupture, right? Which is a funny effect. It does reduce Rupture count, but that's not really an issue here. And because we don't have Thrill or anything like that, we don't really need to have stupid amounts of Rupture count, so I'm fine reducing it. Okay, you're dying here. Negative 40 sanity, Nancy. Yeah, nice. Cool stuff. Victory. And then we got a Pierce week, so it's gonna be actual T-Corp guys. Because it can either be all class 2s, all class 3s, somewhere in between. It's a little bit strange. Yeah, there's the somewhere in between. 3 class 3s and 2 class 2s. I guess that's fitting numbers, though, eh? We'll just go for full gluttony, because why not? But yeah, the ones that are just defending are in for a rough time. If that actually was a little bit close there, but only because that guy got lucky rolls. Okay, you're gonna be dead next turn. Cool. A little bit of Rupture there, not the most. Profiling isn't insane for Rupture, is the only issue. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't trigger stuff like Thunder Branch too much, simply because, well, none of its coins, only one of its coins has Rupture, right? That's the thing. Yeah, the second coin has Rupture, but the first and third don't. Third buffs you if you do some funny stuff with, you know, staggering or killing with it, so that's always a cool effect, but not the most relevant here. Keep this going for a favorite. Hopefully he doesn't, like, explode and die. What are the odds of that, though, right? Okay, there we go. Simple enough. Simple enough. We can get an event here. Sure. I'll grab the watch pieces if we can, like, fuse one of them. That would be nice, I guess. We can't make use of it, obviously, because we don't have the tremor for it. And, like, it's not the biggest deal anyways, but... Focus encounter time? Yeah, simple enough. I was saying, it might be nice to just get the fusions, because I still have only seen Y, and there's 4 of them in total, so... Definitely could be doing a little bit harder. Let's try something like that. See how that goes for the rupturing. Yisong's isn't insane, yeah. That's fine. He's got some rupture though, and that's what matters. Yeah, especially since 7th edition loves clashing so much. A lot of their conditionals are clash-based. It's a little annoying that these guys just kind of defend first turn, but it's not the biggest deal by any means. Let's try that. Looks good. We're doubling up with some of our weaker attacks to get a little bit more mileage out of them. And our stronger attacks are just singling people. You know, the double for the profiling against 2 people. A little bit of damage. Yeah, that guy's just dead. Let's see if this guy just dies too. I think he's got a little more HP, so he might survive. I wasn't paying attention to some of the damage numbers though, right? No, he dies. He dies, yeah. Good to know. And you gain a bunch of haste and slash up next turn. Thanks to that, so that's cool. Oh, you're not the fastest, though. Yeah, because, what's it called? Fluorescent Lamp gave a bunch of buffs to Otis, and Otis has, like... Otis and Yusong are both tied for, like, the fastest IDs, right? I think so. They've got stupidly high speed. 4-leaf clover, interesting. We lack the poise. Okay, this is just the Eurodivia check. Sure thing. You can do this, cool. So we don't get the pocket watch here, that's fine. We get the chalice of trickle down, so now does literally nothing. Right? We don't have tremor. Okay, and just more Eurodivia stuff. Should go well. God, the stagger, like, those, I noticed this earlier and I didn't comment on, but, like, the stagger text looks so funny with this weird font, especially. That's the one that's been catching me off guard the most, I think. It's just, like, just look at it. It just looks so funny. What font even, like, is being used here? Because I assume it's, like, pulling out, like logically, because you're changed to a non-English language right now, I assume it's pulling out, like, an English substitute for that the other languages use whenever they need to pull out English characters, right? Something like that? It makes it look like it's, like, an accessibility font, though. Like, it's supposed to be something super easy to read in case you have trouble reading, like, the other fonts. But it's not that in the slightest, so... It's just probably something other languages need to use from time to time, because other languages do sometimes need English characters for, like, various things, right? Depends on, like, the situation at hand, but it happens. He didn't get another skill 3, cool. Let's also grab the golden urn, because we don't need it, but it's funny. And we're just moving on to the end. This guy is weak to gluttony, so it's going to be a little unfortunate for him, although he does resist slash, and slash is probably our main damage type on this team, with 3 of our people being mostly slash. Fine. We can do some stuff like that, land some attacks on you, save the swash actually. I think that'll be better. If we can get some slash for agility onto one of the brains in the next phase, that could be nice, right? Do some damage to the unfolded time rippers. Oh yeah, you can actually see that they've just got straight up Korean text there. That's funny. I didn't notice it earlier. Probably showed that for Papa Bongy too. But they've got Korean text in like the undefined like thing. That's a little silly. Time to be saved. It sure is. Guys, it's fine. These guys are pretty meaningless at this point. That's fine. We'll try a sun shower, I think. We might not need it because we'll probably be able to kill you before that point. We'll see though, right? I'm just gonna keep on saving our stronger stuff. But the sun shower, I'm gonna use it. Even if we don't use it here, that just means it'll just hit save for next turn. And I kind of want to just pull it out just to kill all of the unfolded time rippers because I don't like them. Want them out of the way. Yeah, there we go. That's threshold. Cool. Now he's gone funny brain mode. He's gone Psychonauts mode. Yeah, but Yisun can just do this, right? And that'll work. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know how well it's gonna work, especially if you're going last, yeah. Let's go over leftmost. Cool, that'll work. I kinda want you to clash though, yeah. Do we want to do a safer clash then? Yeah, we'll do a safer clash. That works. The clash will be just beneficial in general. I guess we'll, you know, we'll just one-side the swash. This'll work. Cool. Just see how much we can rupture you to death, right? Seems like it's going to be a little bit of rupturing to death, but it's nice because these guys have so much protection in this phase that having a status effect that just ignores protection stuff is just really solid, right? Sun Shower just hits all of them, you're trying to evade but you fail. The ego text also looks weird, that's funny. Is the warning different? I can't read the warning, you know. It blends in too much. Swash, get some more rupture damage going. And yeah, you're gonna go for some one-side attacks, but like, I'm not that worried. Yeah, you've got your speed or something, but oh no, what a shame. Let's just Hakma this guy. Who is Hakma? And like, obviously he just explodes. It's the full health one. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's always the full health one. Can't clash it, that's fine. I think dissect target is slightly better for us then. And just profiling. And I just don't want to deal with the evade, so we'll block it. Yeah, that's 400 damage there, and we've got another one of those going through. This one's gonna do even more damage because you're actually, like, broken here. Yeah, 500 damage from that one. Heathcliff doesn't quite kill with this, I don't think. But then Otis gets the kill. So yeah, that's what we call, exploding this guy to death. Hope you enjoyed. Exploding this guy to death with a freaky font. Freaky font on Freaky Font Friday. Wow. When you look at that, Faust did the most damage, yeah. It checks out. She got the two skill slots in basically every fight. We get our pocket watches, not quite the maximum amount because we didn't have, you know, the Ryoshu ID equipped because we had 7 Ryoshu, but it's still a decent chunk of the pocket watches, right? Get us a little closer to having all the rewards. I'll probably grind that sometime soon. I still haven't yet because I've been waiting for them to fix the compendium, but they probably will do that next week, right? We'll see. Let's do. Oh yeah, you can see they have the Korean like banners there. It's a very interesting bug because you're supposed to just reset whenever you change language for it to actually work. Assumably, there's just not a good way in place of like changing the language like without restarting. And it's been like this for like I think the entirety of the game's lifespan. Is it a bug? Probably. It's a purely cosmetic bug, though, and doesn't really cause any issues. But I think if we go into settings, you can see it's set to Korean. If I set it to English, it doesn't fix itself until I restart, I think. But yeah, basically all that I did was start in English, switch to Korean. Japanese probably works too. I haven't tested it, but I don't know if it does. I don't know if it's weird. I'm not fully sure why this bug happens. And yeah, you get the bug like that. So that part's a little interesting. But yeah, anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!